Hello and welcome to a new stream. How are you guys? How's it going? And well, I see Moinlev is here. Says hello. What's up, Moinlev? Welcome to the stream. 8ball is here. Says hi. What's up, 8ball? Welcome to the stream too. And that one guy, I don't know what you said. I know it's a Polish word. I don't know how to pronounce it, but welcome. And about the thing, the file is too big, so I don't know what to do anymore. I guess like in the future maybe we'll figure out something for a Mac build. But for now, I think like I'll just leave it here. And that one guy you say, oh yeah, about the file. And Michal is also here. Says hello there. What's up, Michal? Welcome to the stream. How is it going? And that one guy you said, I'm good. How are you, Roman? Well, I'm very glad you're good. I'm doing fantastic on this Thursday. And we're continuing with the fixes on the feedback. And I want to show you something. But before, Kix, you say, I'm good. How are you? What's up, Kix? Welcome to the stream. I'm glad you're good. I am doing fine. Just fine. And that one guy you say, it will work. Just trust. Yeah, sources, trust me, bro. Yeah, we'll see. I hope so. And Noise Boy says, hey, bro, do you have a girlfriend? No, I don't. What's up? Welcome to the stream. And Michal over on Discord says, doing good. I'm gonna finish up my submission already. I have to start mine today. But yeah, that's for later. So what are we gonna do today? Let me put my background on here and let me show you over here because I've been doing some things over here. Yeah, so I wanted to add extra sound effects for the big boy attacks. Like yeah, when they're about to happen, like a second before or 0.1 seconds before, I wanted to have like some sound effects sounding, like playing. But the thing is, I tried it and I noticed that an even bigger problem with our boss. And Nick is here, says, I just learned that my friend though that played with us on the server almost got scammed out of his Steam account. I'm disappointed. Well, disappointed in what? Why are you disappointed? And welcome to the stream, Nick. How are you? And Chai, I don't know how to pronounce it. But it says hello. It means hello. All right. And Noise Boy, you say, bro, can I be your girl? You hella no, I'm not. I'm not available. I'm not in the market. Sorry. That one guy, you say, I think Nick rectified this already. And yeah, the name of the audio site. There's plenty. There's plenty. I would generally like use. Well, I use Pixabay. I have used um OpenGameArt, freesound.org. Those are fine. So yeah, let me show you what I've done because I've done some tweaks to the big boy. And Kixie say, "Hey yo, what?" And say, Nick, for filing for your account is suspicious. Please send a trade to one of your friends. Scam. Okay. Well, I don't blame anyone. Like maybe it was distracted or something, and yeah, like those scams work when people are a little bit distracted. Yeah, I wanted free Steam keys. Okay, so the change that I did was basically now instead of having the setup and waiting and just waiting, just yeah, let me explain. Before there was like a setup and it didn't really tell you when it was going to attack. Now the setup itself is slower, so you should be dodging or like dodging on the setup itself, so you don't get hit, you know. And Hamkaino says hi. What's up, Hamkaino? Welcome to the stream. How is it going? And Nikki say, I don't know how it went exactly. I haven't asked. Third-party info. And that one guy say it's weird. It's not like a percent bar. I have a gigabit internet. Why won't it even go up? Very weird. Yeah, it's sometimes like the Google Drive thingy. Like it's just, I don't know, slower, I guess. So yeah, now when he's about to attack me, like I can just dash because the setup itself is what announces the attack, you know. So when you see a setup animation, you have time to dash, because otherwise it would have been, or it was, the previous way it was set up, it was kind of unfair for you because you didn't know when you were going to get attacked. And this is not supposed to be like a very hard boss. It is supposed to be strong, you know, but you should be able to like dodge and like tell when he's about to attack, you know. And Kixie say, I just finished with the first part of the Ovi game and finished all the R15 animations. What's the R15? Can you remind me? Because I don't remember what R15 means. But cool stuff. Good progress. Give me a second. Just give me 1 sec. Okay. So, we can go over here, and since I was like working on this before, I'm just gonna basically move this to from doing to done. But first, let me like give it a proper like name, so I remember what I did, you know. So instead of extra sound effects, is big boy, better improved feedback before attacks. So now the big boy attacks are or now the big boy attack setups work as feedback for the player to dodge and avoid the attack. That's it. And also the I did add a sound effect for when this attack is about to happen, so you have like a little bit more feedback there too. So I don't know if you can hear this, but when you're over here and he tries to do the attack at you, it has a little bit more feedback. I guess I should just put this like yeah, 0.5 will do. 0.5 will do. All right. And let me read you. Nick over on Discord, you say, looks like one out of many messages got through. Well, yeah, one did get through. And Kixie say you can animate the 15 parts on your avatar, which I did. Okay, okay. I didn't know that's what it meant, but now I know. And that one guy you say, so because Roman can't make an Mac OS build on Windows, he's sending me the whole project file to build and test. Yeah, exactly. And then I'll send it back to him. But if it works, it works. Yeah, if that works, I guess that's fine. Because the other option would be like, I could pass you, like, I could give you access to. It could be provisional. Doesn't need to be like permanent, but I can give you access to the repository and you can copy over the repository to your computer. But it could be complicated to you. I don't know. I don't know if you use Git and GitHub, but you could, or I could do that. Okay, so let's go over here. Let me open GitHub desktop and let me do commit. So over here, yeah, big boy improved feedback before attacks. That's it. And I want to basically use the same thing plus sound effect before underground attack. So like an audio cue for the player to dodge or to dodge. Let's move that from doing to done because that's done. And let's paste this thing over here on the description, commit 6 files to main and push to origin. Oh, you use GitHub very often. Okay, okay. Yeah, it would be better and faster. Yeah, I think I could give you permission on computer. I trust you you won't like do anything with it. Okay. So over here. What do I want to do today? Basically, I want to rework the chain lightning spell. I want to do a rebalancing of the spells. And if we have time, I want to switch to the new Unity input system because I'm using the legacy one, like the old one. And after that, trying to pause the game properly. If we are able to complete that today, like we're more than, I think we're on track to have this released, the 0.2.1, this weekend. Otherwise, no. And Kicks, you say you should make shorts about your game and post about it so you can get more people to watch your live streams. Yeah, true. I did one short, like I have one short on the channel, and it took so long to do. So I like kind of like didn't want to do it because when I finish the streams, what I normally do is either I keep working on the game or I study. So I don't know, but I could maybe on the weekends do like a short or something. And is it lagging? At least now I know it's not from my end. So if it's lagging, at least it's not showing up for me. Do you guys see it lagging? Yeah, shorts have a good payoff. Yeah, especially for when I set up the Steam page, I will do shorts. You have to hold me accountable. All right. I'll do shorts then, so I can like redirect like wish list whatever in Steam. And is that good? 114 says hi. What's up? Is that good? Welcome to the stream. And you say, what is this software? This is just Notion. We have all our tasks organized in here. But yeah, we're making a game over here. This is the game. You're this wizard guy. And what you have to do is get to these zones over here. and some enemies are going to start appearing. And now, like, we're just setting up some things on the boss, so the boss is gonna show up. But yeah, you have your magic projectile. Um, and the thing, like, is you do the cast with the arrow keys. So I can do up, left, left, up, and I'm gonna get my fire spell, for example. I can do an ice bomb with left, up, up, left, which applies status effect. This guy is immune to fire and electricity, so they're not like really good towards them. But yeah, this is what the game is about. And that one guy say you should post weekly charts that summarize the changes. That will bring in people. Yeah, it's just I don't know how to format them, but I need to I need to step up my level. Yeah, I'll do some shorts. Because I thought I thought about doing like what you were saying, Kicks, or what you're saying, like posting part of the development, like part of the stream. But I don't think, well, at least I don't see how or like where to do the cuts or what parts are interesting. Because I would have like to go back to the interesting parts. To I would have to like look the whole stream probably, or something. And is that good? Says nice game. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Uh, yeah, the creature wasn't always so creature. Bobby. Okay, so let's see. What do I want to do for the chain lightning? Because I thought what I could make it do, because now it works basically as a worse version of the ice spell. So I thought maybe when a chucked enemy is attacked, it deals damage to the surrounding enemies that are also chucked. What do I mean by that? I mean that if there are enemies in the vicinity, for example, there's a chucked enemy, with this with the chucked status. So if I attack that enemy, whoever also has that chucked status is gonna get damaged. You know. So what do you think about it? I think that would be like a good idea for the chain lighting, because otherwise it's like just a worse version of the ice spell. And also I'm gonna try to make the line renderers again, because we tried to do line renderers, they were not looking very good, but I'm gonna try to do them again, just in case that I somehow figure how to do them look good properly. And is that good? You say I suck at coding, so this looks fire for me. Uh, well, it's I always say that like the same to everyone that joins. Like if you suck, like everyone starts sucking at the beginning. Like everyone sucks, so you just have to be patient and like give it tries, study, and try to solve problems. On once you solve a problem, like you try to handle it in another way, study more, like come back to the problems that you weren't able to solve again. You know. And Kixi say, by the way, want to connect on Discord? My user is I like potato, and yes, I do love potato. Yeah, we have a Discord server on the description. You should be able to find it there. So yeah, if you want to connect over there, feel free to join the server. We are all over there. Okay, so let's go over to the the spell. I guess we're gonna like start from the base. So let's open the spell script, and I'm gonna close everything that's not related to this. So spell, I guess chain lightning impact will also we will also be tweaking this. So let's see how am I planning to do this. Basically, I want to just in terms of what the spell does, it's gonna like just do um it's just gonna do the apply status, it's just gonna do an apply status, so it's gonna be like super simple. We're gonna simplify it from what it is now. because now we have like the area of effect. But I don't know. What do you say? Should we keep the area of effect thing, or are we gonna just keep the? Mm, are we just gonna keep the? Well, no, keep the area of effect or make it like work as non-area of effect. What do you say? Because I could just make that you can have like multiple charges. You attack the enemies, and all the enemies that have the choke status are gonna get damaged. And is that good? You say, what kind of game engine is this? This is Unity. I'm using Unity, and the language I'm using is C Sharp. So are you? What game engine do you use? Is that good? Um, and that one guy you say, I'm a play GD while watching. I want to get 1% on the level. Yeah, what level? Is it the same level that you were trying to beat the other day? And Kicks, you say, I gotta eat dinner. I'll watch your stream a bit later. Bye. Well, thank you for joining, and I'll see you later. Enjoy the dinner. And Nepal is here, says, yo, 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 what's up, Nepal? Welcome to the stream. How are you, dude? How's it going? And say it's a 6 hour level, so 1% is like 33 minutes and 30. Okay, okay. That is the level that you were talking about. And Nepal say, I'm good. Well, I'm very glad you're good, man. Um, okay. So, what are we gonna do over here? We are gonna say Nipple had a bit of a situation yesterday. DoorDash car got stuck in the driveway. Oh, wow. For how long? Okay, so over here, let's see. We're not going to do the same thing, or we're not going to do this basically. We're just going to make them. If we want to, we're gonna bring the AOE functionality again, but I'm just gonna make this spell not be AOE. Uh, so over here, I'm just gonna do. I'm just gonna do spell. I basically want to delete the secondary part of the spell, and I'm gonna delete the on spells. The spell chain lightning impact. I'm just gonna delete that. Delete. And is that good? You say? Can you add one Easter egg? Make lets the player use the gun for 5 seconds. If not, then okay. I don't know. A lot of people have suggested. A lot of people have suggested having a gun in the game, which is hilarious for a game like this. I'm just gonna put it over here on feedback, and I'll see what I do. I'm not going to say yes, and I'm not going to say no. I'll see if I add it someday. But I just added it here on the feedback column. And we always say I just live witnessed the judo filter take place. The judo filter? What happened with the judo filter? And oh yeah, you say I accidentally put a question mark. That's okay. And Nepal, you say I'm thinking about either playing Ball Pit tonight or this game. I'll say Ball Pit. I guess this one still needs some changes to be done. So if you want to play it, I would suggest you play this after 0.2.1, which I'm probably gonna be releasing this weekend. Do I cast gun real? It says Steam for whatever reason isn't letting me download games. I had the same thing happening. It was a problem with my drive, maybe. Check if that's a problem. Dig, misspelled it. And we should add gun spell. Okay, yeah. I'm just gonna put it over there as a possibility, okay? but it's not our priority right now. So let's see. Let's go over here and on our spell. We're just gonna basically go to, well, we have all of our spells on the spells manager. So what I could do is find the chain lightning impact over here, and I'm just gonna delete this part because I don't really want to have it. Like I'm not going to use it for anything now. Delete. Now let's reconfigure the chain lightning spell because it's no longer going to be an impact spell. Yeah, no longer going to be an impact spell, and no longer activates on hit. Like it doesn't matter really, but yeah, we're just going to make it a regular spell. And what else? Screen shake one. Um, let's see how it works now. Because basically we want to. It could be like, oh, a null reference exception. Why the null reference exception? There probably is some place where I have something no longer existent. Let's see, maybe on Spells Manager. Yeah, on Spells Manager there is a missing thing. I'm just gonna get rid of that. And let's press play again. It shouldn't throw me any more errors. Okay, one more error. Here. And particle prefab. Is spell data's particle prefab is not null. Mm, well, I guess if it's not null, then I shouldn't have like any problem then. Let's check the chain lightning because we do have a particle. Oh yeah, chain lightning impact particle. We're just gonna get rid of this, so it needs to be none. Basically, nothing. And if we can head to, well, I'm not going to delete the particle. I'm just gonna leave it. So now, still have an error. Still have an error in the same place. Oh, Dake also got sent for review. Wow. Just funny to see the YouTube filter actually work. Yeah, YouTube is pure trash. Not as a platform, but as everything that comes with it, you know. And me always say, yeah, never mind. Then the filter never works right. Say, yeah, over on Discord you can't be filtered, which is like the only compelling argument to go to Discord, I guess. And well, unless you want to like have the full Discord experience. And that one guy you say, please make the wizard use a max spell. Like, what is the max spell going to do? And Ninja say McDonald's is not healthy for the wizard. Yeah, you have to remember the wizard is on a strict diet, only mana. Okay, so over here, why would be getting the particle prefab error here? Let's see. Let's trace this back because there are two calls that are in here on initialize spell particles. I basically do, yeah, it's basically this. It's the problem is on line 44. And you can say so is here says hello. There's been a while, hasn't it? I'm still alive and kicking. And what's up? You can say so. Welcome to the stream. How is it going? Nick, you say wizard has a strict diet. Noted. You're taking it very seriously, Nick. I'm concerned you're taking it very seriously. Yeah, no, don't put that in the wiki. It's not necessary. Nick, you say emotes is the reason to go to Discord. No filter, it's just an addition. Um, well, yeah, but yeah, I guess for you it's better there. I can't really see the emotes. Well, What? You can say so all because you didn't cut off my head when you stabbed me with that word. What? I don't know what you're talking about. I haven't stabbed anyone yet. And did you say tomorrow after the competition? I don't want to spend 5 hours there today. Alrighty. Um. Okay, so why do you have a problem over here? Let's check the spell datas. On spells manager, we have for chain lighting. Well, we have everything there. Everything there. So why would it be throwing errors? Maybe I assigned something that's no longer existing, but I very much doubt it. I doubt it. That one guy say I'm clipping that. You can say really none of y'all got the reference. No, I didn't get it. Nick, you say you're missing out, Roman. Stabbing is fun. Yeah, I should try it then. Okay, so it's not about the particle prefab. Maybe impact spell data. Because here, I'm just asking. The problem is here. Spell data is that length for. Okay, let's see exactly what we're doing here. We're just filtering, or we're just doing a for iterating through our spell datas. And then we're asking if the current spell data we are iterating through, the particle prefab there is not null, then we are gonna do whatever is here. But yeah, this is only if it's not null, but or ours is null. So why would it throw an error? Why would it throw an error? And it's in the same, yeah. So before I ask if the particle prefab is null, I'm just gonna debug the name of this. So here I'll do, it's probably gonna be chain lighting, but I want to know the name of the spell data. I'm just gonna use over here whatever this spell data is. So spell data's the name, or spell name rather. And we should get, before the error, we should get the name of who is causing the error. And BSM is here, says hello. What's up, BSM? Welcome to the stream. How is it going? And you can say I'm eating bamboo, by the way. So good. Yeah, I'm as that one guy, I'm also wondering what's the reference that I missed. Mijo say, but always been stabbing. And BSM, you say day 3 of asking boss name to be Big Chungos. It's not about me. You have to convince everyone else to let you change it. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. So why? Okay. Yeah. The spell causing the problem is clearly chain lighting. You say, so what's new about the game? Well, not much. Just some changes on the behavior of the. Yeah, some changes on the behavior of the big boy. Let me go there and show you, because even though we have a problem happening, I should still be able to show you. So the big boy was a little bit unfair, because basically it didn't really let you know when he was gonna attack. So now all the attack setups, like happen immediately, or sorry, all of the attacks happen immediately after a setup, you know? So you can really like avoid, and it's like more, it's clear that it's about to attack. Like when you get here, you have all of the time of this setup to actually do the dodging away, you know? So it's more fair. Also for the for this attack, there's an audio cue. It could still be improved a little bit, but there's an audio cue that's gonna like sound before the spike comes out, or the spikes come out, because there are multiple spikes. So yeah, it shouldn't be as hard now to beat him, and I'm also planning to make him basically take more damage when he's staggered, so you can beat him in like 2 or 3 staggers, or like maybe 1 if you're very good. And EXPBar says, hello, I haven't been on in a while. Do you remember me? Yeah, of course I remember you, EXPBar. I remember you. How's it going? How's it going? Yeah, it's been a while. A little while. Say, if tomorrow isn't the due date, today isn't the due date. I'm taking that exact approach to the competition. And you say that one guy about the quote, I haven't done anything on Blender. We are in the same team, dude. I haven't done anything, but I will do this after the stream. I'll do the contest submission. Okay, so over here on the null reference exception, I just want to figure out why. If it's not null, this is still triggering. Yeah, I want to know exactly what happens. So I'm just gonna do an if spell data's I is null, debug that log error, or well, this is not going to be null because I don't have any space that is not has not been assigned. If I look on the spells manager, every single thing over here is assigned. So chain lighting. I'm just very confused as to why this is throwing errors, to be honest. Because I have my chain lighting over here, ice bomb, fireball, magic projectile, and the ice bomb impact, and the others don't really need to be assigned. And EXP bar, you say, code tam. Well, I don't know what that language is. But if you say like ¿Cómo estás? Or like how are you? I'm good. I'm good. How are you? Oh, internet problems. Dude. Do you see the stream lagging? Well, I guess so, yeah, right? I guess so. You're seeing some lag? Are you seeing some lag? Yes. What a nightmare, dude. There's nothing I like. I reset the computer this morning so we wouldn't have any problems, but there are still some errors. Like now it's better, but the thing is, it doesn't matter if it's better now because it goes down and up and down and up. It's very, very annoying. Dude, but there's nothing I can do, so I'm not gonna stress about it. Because, yeah, is there anything I can do? I don't think so. No, it's for me. It's for me because I see the bars in here. I see the bars. So yeah, what I was doing, well, basically, I don't know if you got the whole explanation or of what was newly introduced, but basically a little bit of tweaking on the big boy, so the attacks have a little bit more of feedback. so you can basically touch. And you can say, so you say, do you live alone? No, I don't live alone. I live with my parents and my brother. But normally, like I don't have internet problems. What did those people do who were working that day? Um, some people that are still working, they're like fixing. If you're talking about, I don't know, or people that can fix something in uh like in the vicinities. Okay, yeah. I'm just gonna move on, okay? I'm just gonna move on. I think the connection is better now. So let me see exactly what the problem is here. Because it is a very weird problem. Like I wouldn't expect to have this problem with the setup that I have over here. Yeah, so on chain lighting, I don't really need this message. I know it's the chain lighting spell that's causing these problems. So maybe if I de-assign it and reassign it again, maybe we are gonna be able to. Yeah, maybe we're gonna be able to like have it work again. So let's do over here chain lighting tree. Uh, and let's press play. And on the console, the same problem happens. What if I just don't have it? Will it throw an error? Yeah, the error is thrown anyway. The error is thrown anyway. Mm, I'm just gonna comment this just in case, so I can see what may be happening. Okay, so the error is happening anyway. Like I don't think the problem is even getting in here. It is not getting in here because like nothing happens in there. So the problem is before. Let me just get rid of everything here. And that one guy say I don't even know what I'm going to do for the art challenge. But me neither. I haven't like give it gave it proper thought. I haven't. I was thinking of like doing something with uh the stream avatars and hearts, but that's all the ideas I have. Probably I'm gonna figure something else out. Yeah, let me fix them. By the way, they went away. Um, okay, so if I go to the console, no problems it seems. So the problem is really over. Well, it's not in the four. It's not in the four, but the four doesn't really do anything by itself. So I guess well, it makes sense, right? Um, and if I put this again and I do the check itself, this line over here is actually like bringing the problem, and it shows up in the IDE, but still. Okay, object reference not set to an instance of an object in the particle prefab. Yeah, but I don't want to do anything with it. I basically check if it's not null. If it's null, like nothing should happen. And you can say, so you say I was going to make an animation like those Hunt Showdown ones, like the trade icons animations. Hunt Showdown. Is that the game like the fighting game? The Roblox fighting game? Okay, so why is this throwing me an error? Let's just do this for now. You say no. So what is it? Well, because the only other hunt showdown that I know is a game. It's an extraction shooter, I think, or it's I don't know where it's um how do you say the environment or like the era, but it's like a west like a Wild West game with an extraction shooter at the same time. Okay, so console doesn't throw errors. So the thing is, let me figure out why I. Well, I know it's throwing me an error because I'm trying to access something that doesn't exist, which is the particle prefab on the chain lighting. But I'm checking before doing anything with the chain lighting, really. So for the other ones, I do have like impact particles for the other ones. I guess, well, what happens if I just assign it to chain lighting? And Godfather is here, says, but why? What's up, Godfather? Welcome to the stream. How's it going? And why did you say, but why? You say you could look up Hunt Chadon trade animation. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, let me let me search it. Hunt Shao Down trade animation. Hmm, maybe this. Oh, that's super nice. That's super cool. Yeah, I don't know. Is that what you're talking about? Because these are cool. AF. And Raxot up says, "Oh hey, stop there. What's up? Welcome to the stream, Raxot up." And Mohammed is here. Says, "Hi, many how are you? Was my drawing good? Yeah, dude. Yeah." And Raxot up, you say you look like that guy who's trolled on streams. I don't know the guy, but welcome to the stream. All right. So are you gonna do something like this? Well, if you do, like that's epic, dude. Um, let me go over here and let's see. So back to here. I guess I could do. I guess I could do a function inside, or a method inside the spell data. Let's go to the definition. Go to the definition, and inside them, I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna figure out a way to display if I have a particle or not. And Rexotop, you say, well, can you tell me something? What? What is it, Rexotop? And you can say, so you say, I was. Then I got a silly idea. And that one guy, you say, I know what I'm going to do. I'm gonna do something, Roman. What are you gonna do? Well, are you gonna disclose that, or are you gonna keep it secret until you make it? And Raxotop, you say, I read lyrics all by myself, but AI is the one singing. Can you just rate one of the songs? Is that cheating? I don't know. I'm not an expert on what's cheating or not on AI. But if you want me to like see something, like send it over on Discord because YouTube is not going to allow you to send links over here. And that one guy I say I'll save it already. And you can say so say till tomorrow, I guess. Okay, okay. And EXP Bar, you say, you're really smart, Roman. Creating your own game is huge. I wish I could have your skills and abilities. Well, thank you very much, EXP Bar. Really, really appreciate it. Um, well, I always say the same thing, but I'm not like smart. I like fairly average in like intelligence. I just like studied for a lot of time, and that's it. Like, if you really like want to get to my level and beyond, because like you can go beyond my level, just study, study, and do projects and do projects and do projects. Study doesn't have to be boring, you know? You can like just implement and learn project by project, taking progressively larger challenges. And Mystery Man Wing Ding Gaster says, "Oh my god, hi. What's up, Mystery Man? Welcome to the stream." And Ahmad says, "Hi. What's up, Ahmad? Welcome to the stream. How's it going?" And Christian Moore is here, says, "Watching Bunny." Um, Bunny? What Bunny? Welcome to the stream. And you say, Mystery Man, a programmer finally. Oh yeah, we're doing a video game over here. Let me see. So in the where was I getting the problem? Because I know it was well. Let me press play again. Yeah, not no longer gonna throw me errors because like I'm no longer using that part over there. Let's see. Yeah, I commented this. So I'm gonna bring this back. Um, I'm gonna go into the spell manager, and I'm gonna bring I'm gonna like put the chain lightning spell back. Okay, it is there. So now it should throw me errors, right? Yeah, it's gonna throw me an error in the same line. It should throw me in the same line. Now I'm gonna go to spell data, and just below the particle prefab, I'm gonna have a public bool. I'm gonna call this has uh, particle prefab, and basically this is gonna be equal to particle prefab is not null. So it's gonna return true if it's not null, and it's gonna return false if it's null. So now I think I could use this because this variable is gonna be um, there like all the time. Maybe Bad Bunny. Oh, okay, okay. Okay, so why is it saying the result of the expression is always true, since a value of type bool is never equal to null? But I'm not getting has particle prefab or yeah, particle prefab is not null. Let me see if I can get like another type, because maybe I could have like something like none or something assigned. Let's go into spells manager, and yeah, so over here, mm, well, if I assign none, I'm still like trying to access it, you know? I could do like an empty, and I think that would like get away or solve all of my problems probably. But it wouldn't be ideal. And Jadis VR says hi. What's up, Jadis VR? Welcome to the stream. How's it going? And Godfather, you say, Roman, are you planning to implement multiplayer? I've got asked that sometimes now, and for now, no. For now, I don't plan to have multiplayer just because I don't have experience in multiplayer particularly, and it does take a lot of time to make multiplayer. So I will consider it when I have the base game. When the base game is done, I'll see if it does well. Probably, if the game does well on release, I'm gonna work on multiplayer. Otherwise, I probably won't. And get this VR, you say looks sick. Well, thank you. And Roxotop, you say scented in art. Let me see. Scented in art. Well, I don't know if I can. Like, am I allowed to hear this on stream? And Drexotop, you say, keep in mind, lyrics are mine, rest is AI, and I'm still learning. I'm just turning 19. Yeah, no worries, no worries. Like, don't feel bad. I'm gonna listen to this. Well, if you give me permission. And Godfather, you say, thumbs up. Okay, let me. Yeah, can I? You are okay.
Living on autopilot, absent mind.
You're barely here.
Waking up tired. Oh, my mind.
By the way, what AI did you use for
Just
this?
existing is a crime.
Oh, it
What
sounds
is
nice.
life? Not dead or alive. What am I? Can you please tell? They tell I am human. Some say corporate, some say desperate, some say a friend. Am who I am, not dead or alive. What am I? Can you please tell? They tell I am human. Some say corporate.
All right. I don't know what
say
you.
desperate. Some say
Yeah, maybe it's an AI, but I don't know. It doesn't sound that bad. Well, I'm not like a musical critic or anything.
waking to going to working.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to hear the whole thing, but thank you for sending it. Or I'm not going to hear the whole thing on stream because I'm not like a music. I don't know. I'm not a very React guy. But I would say it's nice. Like the lyrics at least, nice. I don't like that the AI, like I've heard a lot of AI music before, and like I kind of like it's like the same instruments have like the same distortion, so like you can tell. But I don't know. I don't really like the AI part, like the distortions AI that you can tell. But overall, it's like pretty nice. And are you interested in like learning how to like compose your instrumentals yourself, or like doing the singing yourself? Because I know a lot of people don't really like to sing, but they do like to do like the producing themselves. And Raxotop, you say I prefer not telling for obvious reasons. The AI you're using. Well, okay. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, the competition like should be something like you, like yeah, we're not probably not accepting AI in the competition, but that's nice. And Omer says hi. What's up, Omer? Welcome to the stream. So basically, lyrics good, and you say I don't want to be a lyricist one day. Yep, AI won't tell. Um, well, continue on your path, man. So far, like just coming up with the lyrics for like 3 minutes, it's impressive enough. So keep on doing it, dude. I haven't done anything for the competition yet. I am going to do this, do it after the stream. So let me continue here. Um, let me continue here on. Well, this thing over here should be working, but the thing is, Uh, well, I could have a bool that I assign myself. So maybe I can call this no particle prefab, and it's basically going to be only toggle if I don't have it. So if I'll do an if first. Here, if has or spell datas dot or I want to access um and what did I put it over here? No particle prefab. No particle prefab is false, or I'll just do has particle prefab because it's more like it's easier to like know what this value is or what it should be. So no or has particle prefab is true. Spell datas I has, well, this is not going to be this anymore, so particle prefab is not null. Then I guess that will make it that it's not going to throw us any errors because we're checking first for this. And I will say that the basic or the regular value, the default value of has particle prefab is going to be true. So let's see. And HP Bar, you say, Roman, other than game dev, what other skill are you good at? Good. I wouldn't really like say, well, I'm average or like decent at drawing. I know my basics perspective. You know, if I spend a lot of time on a drawing, probably I can get something decent. Um, I would say, well, I'm not good, but I'm like decent, you know, like I could do some stuff. I'm good. I'm decent at 3D modeling too. I'm I'm decent at a lot of things. Like I'm a generalist, but my main ability is programming, you know. I've also before starting full time getting into learning programming, I did a bunch of learning on the surrounding areas. So I tried to. Oh, my Wi-Fi is off again. We should be better now, I think. And yeah, so I'm like a generalist at, well, 2D art, 3D. Like I'm like decent. I can do some stuff, but my main thing is programming. And music, I just suck at it. I suck. I did have like some experience with piano, but not really good at it. Like I suck. And now it should be fine, right? Should be fine. And Raxotop, you say 3 minutes, bro. I spent 30 minutes on lyrics. Yeah, I'll talk about the lyrics, like just the length of the song that you did. And Nick, you say you're an amazing game designer. Yeah, I suck at game design. Jay is here. Says, "What's up, Roman? What's up, Jay? Welcome to the stream. How are you? How is it going, Jay?" Uh, yeah. So, do you like my Wi-Fi? It is currently suffering. And Godfather, you say, Roman, I can make games, but how to get uses? How to get uses and money? Uses? You mean like views and money? Or like downloads? Is that what you're talking about? Well, I'm figuring that out myself. So if you find how, let me know. Yeah, jack of all trades, I would say. But Yeah, like yeah, when I started, I was dude, I tried to say something, and then my internet says, no, dude, it's been like 3 days in a row that we have Wi-Fi problems. Like at this point, it's a slideshow, right? Uh, well, I hope you can at least understand what I'm saying now. I hope so. Um, so yeah, what I was trying to say. No, now it's even worse. Can you at least like understand what I'm saying, or is it like super super bad? The sound is very fine actually. All right. Well, I'll continue. I'll just do my japping. I'm sorry about the lag. So yeah, before I started like taking seriously game development, I did like a bunch of general work around 3D, 2D, music, which I very much suck at. I didn't do any game design, and it shows. And well, programming. And then I just dropped everything but programming, and like I just did programming for a lot of time. And Godfather, you say users. Sorry. Yeah. So I'm figuring that out. I'm figuring that out. The What I have learned so far is like how to make videos very badly. Like I've got some videos with some views, but generally the only thing that works for me is like streaming. To be honest, like uh, like just being able to stream for a long while, and like being able to like meet people. Just meeting people. You can show, yeah, if you meet people, basically, however, you can show them what you're working on, and if they like it, they can become a user later. So that's the only way that I know. Maybe I would try to do some charts, but I'm still trying to figure that out myself. And you can say, so you say maybe your brother is watching Hulk riding a motorbike doing hard parkour in 4K. Could be, and it's good now. And that one guy said, Roman, did you go to college? No. Well, I did go. I did go to university, but I dropped out after a year. And I've said this multiple times too, like before. It's like a common question before. Um, but all of my learning, like all of my programming learning, comes from myself and the internet in university. Like I didn't learn a single thing related to programming in university, and I'll actually like gave classes to other students and stuff because and I'm not saying like, oh, I'm such a good programmer. You know how you know my level of programming. I'm not an expert. I'm not a master. Like I would say like I'm advanced, but I'm not I shouldn't be um I should be able to still learn from a university course. And yeah, it was a disappointing experience, especially in Chile. So maybe probably in other countries is better, but here, disappointing. And that one guy say the file is downloading. Awesome, awesome. Let me know when you get it. All right, let's see. I think the internet is better now. Let me continue with this. So over here, this shouldn't throw errors. Now if I press play, but it continues throwing errors. And why? What if I just get rid of this part? Well, actually, this is gonna be true, so I need to set it to false. Chain lighting. Um, Chain lighting is, yeah, has particle prefab? No. So now it should be, it should not throw errors. I think there's like an underlying problem maybe with the spell data itself. And you can say so. You say, what did you even there? What did you even there, LARP? What? What you say? You can say so. Oh, what did it teach me there? The only real things that I learned, dude, it was so disappointing. Like I could do like a whole rant about my university experience. It was very disappointing. Um, but basically, what I did learn was like drawing. I got better at drawing because I had a class that was about drawing, and also I had another class that was animation, and those were good. You know, those were good classes. But I had like five classes each semester, and I was there for 2 semesters. um so yeah, I had six classes each semester, and out of those semesters, each semester had two good classes, which were drawing and animation. But the rest sucked incredibly hard. Like I just was wasting my time. They made me write uh like pure garbage. They made me, I'm actually like pissed off that I lost my time there. Um, they made me like write about whatever. It's like when you're, is what you would do to someone that is learning a language, like write a lot of garbage about whatever. And to put it on Unity, you need to like, let me show you. You open Unity Hub, and over here it's gonna like show up all your projects. So you, what you have to do is say add, and add project from disk, and you have to search wherever you have the project downloaded, and it's gonna load. That's it. What's my current home address? Open the door. Damn. Yeah, why do you want to open the door if you're on the basement? Okay. So over here has particle prefab, spell datas, particle prefab. So this thing shouldn't like run. So let's see if that solves the problem. This is like a regular. You know what? Maybe I'm doing something wrong somewhere else, like in the setup of it. So what I'll do is spell, or is particle prefab is not equal null, because it's throwing a lot of errors. What I'll do is I'm just gonna duplicate the magic projectile, and I'm gonna assign the particular stuff to it. So I'm just gonna delete the chain lighting, delete. I will turn this into the chain lighting. So it's ID3 chain lighting. The name is chain lightning. Spell ID is 3. Is not a trigger spell, not an impact spell. I don't need, yeah, it's not an impact spell. So spell script prefab. I just need to assign the prefab of the chain lighting spell over here on spells chain lighting. Over here, screen shake, I'll just do one. Status effect, I do need to apply a status effect. It's gonna be medium shock. Spell uses, I'm gonna do, let's say 10. Damage 10, mana cost 12, lifetime 5, speed 30. And I need to reset the, I don't remember what the combination was, but let's say left, up, up, left, right. I don't know. And need you say, because we want out of the basement for a nice walk, please? Pretty please. Um, yeah, I'll let you go when well, next week I'm not going to be streaming, so I'll let you go, and then I'll bring you back. Okay? Yeah, you also have to click it and select the build to be macOS. I think it should be selected as you said, also Nick. Um, but in case that's not, then yeah. And that one guy you say I have a picture of my friend doing that with cat ears on as a joke. I'm saving it for his wedding. I'm not mean, totally. Yeah, it's very, very, very nice of you. You need to save that image. And EXP Bar, you say why next week you won't stream? Uh, just because I'm taking a break, like a 1 week break, and I'll come back after, and that's it. I'm gonna hang out with some friends and family. That's it. Righty. So yeah, just more problems. Yeah, lazy as fuck. No, but I have my. Do you want to see when I'm gonna take breaks? Because I can show you. Because I have yeah, over here I wasn't streaming during January because it was like end of the year, you know. Then over here this is from 16 to 21 basically. I'm not going to be here. And then there's a couple of holidays over here, but I don't think I probably stream anyway. Then July, probably somewhere along July or May or June. I don't know. I'll let you know then. And September, and then on December again at the end of the year. So like just 4 times in the year, I'll take breaks. So you're informed. No, but I want to tell you anyway, so you know what I have planned. And I mean it's your call to stream anyway. So yeah, I know, I know. I need to know who Felipe, Antonia, Gigi, and brother. Well, those are my friends. Those are my friends. And brother is like, as you can guess, my brother. And Godfather say my age will be 23 in 15 minutes. Wow. So it's your birthday in 15 minutes. Well, let me see in it's gonna be in 1 hour 35. Okay, I'll let you I'll tell you happy birthday on 15 minutes in 15 minutes. Say that one guy, W brother and friends. Yeah, you know, right? They're super super cool. They went hiking with me. Um, well, not my brother, but my friends went hiking with me on the and like the beginning of the year. Like that's my social interaction quota reached. Okay, I'm trying to solve this, and the thing is, I think I'd probably bring this back again to what it was. Let me get GitHub over here. Because I did delete some stuff, but it shouldn't like throw me any errors because of it. Spell chain lightning impact. Yeah, I'm just gonna bring it back to. I'm just gonna discard all the changes. What are you saying, please? Boy, you can say so. If I bring it back to what it was and I press play, if I get an error now, I guess it's just a problem with Unity, and I'll have to like restart or something. Yeah, no problems there. So now I'm gonna start deleting stuff and seeing if I get a like a problem. Okay, first thing, we're gonna delete the spell data of the impact spell on chain lightning. So chain lightning impact, delete. And we're also going to delete the chain lightning impact itself, delete. Those two are gone. Now that's already reason to throw an error. And that one guy say, Roman, I require vitamin D. I'm malnourished. I need caffeine. Let me out. Oh, the door has always been opened. It was all in your mind. You can get out. I never put a lock in it. And you can say, so says, Michael, don't leave me here, Michael. What? And Cree says, how did you learn game dev? What do you recommend learning? Welcome to the stream, Cree. Welcome. I learned by just following different courses and tutorials on the internet, and like doing my own projects. Like start small. Like yeah, that's what I would recommend. Like start small with basic projects that are you think they are easy, which are not going to be easy at the beginning. So yeah, you try to do something. You figure out what you don't know. You learn what you don't know how to do. You then apply that. If it breaks, you try again and again and again until you get it. And then when you have done that, you have learned a little bit of how to solve that problem if it comes again. So next time you handle another project that includes more stuff that you don't know about. So that's it. Like just getting more and more experience over time. And French Prime Minister says he learned dev coding by learning. True, very true. What's up, French Prime Minister? Welcome to the stream. And what editor version did you use for strategy magic? Let me see. I'm using 6.0.61 F1. That's the one. But if you open it with whatever is latest, you should be fine. And you can say, so you say, you and your friends got interesting names, by the way. Rare to see those names. Well, Guille, it's like Guillermo. That's another, like, it's not that uncommon over here. Felipe is super common over here. Antonia is super common over here. Like, they're not very uncommon names. Well, at least here, you know. But I know it's like gonna be rare for you. But yeah, over here they're not super uncommon. Yeah, there's an update. There's a release. I released the update last weekend. So if you want to try it, go and try it. And French Prime Minister say I might go in 15 minutes since it's 2.0. 221. Alrighty. Okay, so I was trying to like see why. Let me put the changes back. Discard all changes. Yeah, no errors. Now, what can I delete that's not going to break everything? Because I think if I delete the lightning impact, I will have a problem. Let's get rid of this component. Remove this component. Let's just go over here and press play. Missing reference exception. Okay. So if I get this away from the spell manager, the impact away from this. There we go. So I can still oh, I think probably the sound is too loud for you. So let me tune it down. So now I can do this. It should be fine. No problem at all. and it's not going to. I just want to try it against enemies because it shouldn't like work at all, to be honest. Yeah, spell data impact spell is null. Let me check that. And HP Bar, you say live long and prosper. Well, thank you for joining, HP Bar. Was a pleasure having you here, and thank you for the kind message. So yeah, see you. Well, whenever next time, whenever you can join. Well, I guess you were living with the hand, right? Everything for gold to bed with. And Mijo, you say I have to go for today. See ya. Already, as always, dude, it's always a pleasure to have you here, and I'll see you next time. So bye bye. Take care. See ya. Okay. Let's see over here. We have spell data impact spell is null. So over here, impact spell logic. I guess it's because on the chain lining itself. Well, I can get rid of this, right? Delete. I can go to the chain lining and over here, I'm gonna use none. None, and it doesn't activate on hit. It's not an impact spell. And that's it, I guess. Still no reference. My mind is not good today. I don't know really what is happening because I have a none here in chain lighting. Hmm. But I can't check for empty, you know? If it's empty, I'm just gonna check how to check for that, you know? So how to check if variable scriptable object is null. French Prime Minister, you say your game might be in Romania if it has castle, not the game development though. Well, since I'm making it, it's kind of Roman related. And you can say so. You say, "Yo, bro, you should study French and see how many tenses we got here." I've learned to. I tried to learn French in Duolingo. I tried it for like 3 months, and I didn't get very far. But the pronunciation of French, it's what gets me. And Bill Tennis is here. Says for my birthday, I got a PC. That's great, dude. Very very great. I hope you enjoy the PC. And do you know what you're gonna be doing, or what was the first thing that you did with the PC? What did you download or do? And welcome to the stream too. Welcome. Happy birthday, Bill Tennis. Could be me that I'm lagging. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not learning any language anytime soon. Yeah, I learned French in Duolingo, and I learned Je suis pas encore. I don't know what that means. I just know that je is like I, Sui is like well, I learned it in Spanish, so it's hard to translate. You can say, well, see, I'm heading to the mines now. Alrighty, bye bye. Take care. Speaks 3090 GPU, 1 TB of RAM. Of RAM? Of RAM. Well, I think you're talking about like the hard drive, right? Because if it's RAM, would be very very impressive. And Hyundai, you say greetings. What's up, Hyundai? Welcome to the stream. How's it going? Yeah, today we dude, I've been stuck in the same thing since basically the beginning of the stream. But basically I want to rework the way the chain lightning spell works. You know, the electricity spell works. And Chief Abel, you say what's up, boy? Sorry I'm late to join. Yeah, no worries. What's up, Chief Abel? Everything's right over here. How's it going for you? Um so yeah, just working on reworking the spell. And also, Godfather, you're so close to being 23 now. I'll tell you happy birthday now, just because I don't want to forget later. So happy birthday, Godfather. I hope you have a very good celebration and a very good year, dude. And should I just say I'm good? I hope all is good. Well, I'm very glad to know that you're I'm very glad that you're good, dude. Everything's good here. I'm just like struggling to know how to like check for null on certain things. So I could do, yeah, you can use the null or it's not null operator with an if statement. My scriptable object is null. So what if I, yeah, because that's exactly what I was doing. I'm checking if it's not null particle prefab, but that is throwing me an error. That is throwing me an error. Maybe it's somewhere here because I don't think I have like anything else in there. Console. No, and it's always on the same line, and there's like no way to. That's very weird. Let's see if I go over here on chain lightning. I have my impact spell data, which is gonna be none. And on the particle prefab, I do have something, so it shouldn't like cause any problems. And Hidai, you say as soon as Roman talks, the stream lags maybe on my side. I don't know. It's probably on my side today. The last 3 days, yeah, from basically the middle of the week, we've had very very bad problems with the internet. I don't know why really. Godfather, you say thank. Yeah, no worries, man. Enjoy enjoy your birthday. And EXP Bar, you say, what if you use none instead of no? I'm gonna try that. Equals none. We don't have like a none here. For certain types, maybe, but we don't have a none. We don't have a none because they always the way that you always check this is with no. But I think it may be like somewhere something that like even further or like even deeper in the code that it's making it not work. And Chief of you say so. Apparently, it's raining here. Still raining. Earlier, I came home soaked wet. Um, yeah, bad weather. Bad weather. But how heavy is it rain? Is it raining over there? And is it normal that it rains over there? Make screen shake 1,000 or 100,000. Well, first I have to like make it work, you know. But I'll do it when I have it working. I'll make it screen shake at 100,000. And Mohammed says bye. What's up? Bye bye, Mohammed. Bye bye. I'll see you next time. All right. Take care. And French Prime Minister, you say I'm asleep. Well, your game is kinda in Romanian. Say bye bye to your game since Romanians will steal everything, every house. But anyway, bye. Already, French Prime Minister. See you next time. Rest well. Right. So over here, the thing is, like, I'm just so confused with this because I tried to like not delete anything. So I do have particles happening. Like I do have particles over here. And if I go to the spells manager, all of my spells are there, you know? If I remove, yeah, even if I remove the spell, it's still like throwing errors. Still throws errors. So you know what? I'm gonna bring it back one more time. I'm gonna bring it back one more time. And instead of deleting that, because once I delete the chain lighting, once I delete that is where I have all my problems. So let me bring it back one more time. And on the spell manager, why is this not loading? Oh yeah, this discard all changes. And Chief of say I'm pretty heavy at first. It's just normal, but then it became more heavy. Well, I hope it. Well, I don't know how is the weather over there, but I hope it doesn't get like as heavy. Like, cause if it gets like really heavy, like there could be like floodings and stuff. So I hope it just doesn't get as bad. And Hyundai, you say, Roman, you seem to hit the gym. Yes, I do. And that one guy, you say, it's registering packages now, taking a bit. Yeah, no worries, but actually that's nice. If it's registering packages, it should be fine. Yeah, I don't go to the gym to be honest. Like I just work out in my home, but yeah, I generally like do it in the morning. So then I work a little bit on the game, and then I start stream, and then I work a little bit more, and then I go to sleep. That's my routine basically. You say int my array equal null later in the code. If my array is not null, the variable is not null. It's safe to use. That's what Google AI says. But I'm still like using an array. Like I think I am. Thank you for the suggestion. I still think I have an underlying issue in my spell data. I think that's what it's making it like not work correctly. And Bill Tennis, you say Roman press Alt F4. No way, Bill Tennis. Uh, that one guy you say Roman from Romania. The thing you sent me, why? Maybe because you just imported it. Could be, because it when I send it to you, it didn't have compilation errors my way. And if you want to, like, you can send it or like send me screenshots of it. Okay, so let's see. Uh, reload this. Reload this. Okay, we don't have any errors now. Let's go into our spell data on the chain lighting. We are not going to delete anything this time. I'm just gonna go into the chain lighting. I'm going to say this is not an impact spell. Not an impact spell. Because all of my other spells are not impact basically. And it's not a trigger spell either. Now, on impact spell data, I shouldn't like do anything. But over here, I'm just gonna put this to none. Alrighty. And also, I think if I just leave it like this, shouldn't be any problems. Yeah, no errors now. No error now. No errors now. The thing is, when I delete the chain lighting impact thing, it creates errors for some reason. But I don't wanna like even like care about that for now. I just wanna make sure that the chain lighting spell is working. And by the way, I said to that one guy, I said to you I would make it screen shake what by 100,000. So I'm gonna. Well, this is how it looks at 100,000. It's so much that the screen shake doesn't even like register properly. But I can do it something silly as well. Let's do a screen shake of 10, and you will see that is a lot of screen shake. Yeah, but let me put it to just one. That one guy you say to fix your internet, press Alt F4, and it will totally fix it. You say I'm not responsible for any loss of progress. Yeah, I'm back. Give me a quick bathroom break, and I'm gonna be right back. All right. All right, I'm here. GD for Fun says hello. What's up, GD for Fun? Welcome to the stream. How's it going? Why is your ROM dying? That one guy. Okay, now finally we have download more RAM. Now finally we can start adding more functionality. So what do we actually want to do? Because I've been stuck on this for I don't know how long. But I think like there's something very weird with when I delete something that I'm not using, it is still throwing errors, which is super weird. Like I just don't know what's happening over there. But yeah, whatever. Now we're reworking the chain lighting spell, so or electricity spell. We are reworking it. So what I want to do is basically when a choked enemy is attacked, it deals damage to the surrounding enemies that are also choked. So it's like kind of also I wanna like make the durations last a little bit longer. And I also thought maybe we could have like a separate duration for the choke, making the enemies not being able to move. Um, so one thing would be like the choking, like um, setting them to like not move, and the other thing would be the effect of being like electrified. Oh, that one guy was sneaking out of the back door. We are. Thanks for letting me know, XPVAR. We're gonna cut his rations of food. Let's see if he likes that. You say, Bill Tennis, my RAM is ramming. My fan is fanning. Your computer is computering that. Awesome. Okay, so over here, let's see. Let's go over to the medium chalk thing because I have my all of my status effects over here. So 15 ticks are equal to 1 second and 5. So I'm gonna do first 20 ticks. So the durations should be something along like 20 seconds or something like that. Let's just try it with an enemy, and I have to make sure that on the wave manager I have more than one wave happening because otherwise it's only gonna make the boss spawn. So let's go on the wave manager, and I'm gonna make the minimum soft waves be 3 and the maximum soft waves be 5. So I'm just gonna get between 3 and 5 waves. And that one guy say, I'm switching to my phone for the stream. My RAM is dying already. Already. Yeah, I don't know why. Maybe Unity is using your RAM for the compilation thingy. You say, the Chilean government is slowing my stream so I can learn about the hit game Roman is making. Yeah, the Chilean government doesn't like game development. Okay, so now let me just try the spell. Yeah, it should last for like 2 seconds, right? And now we don't have the same behavior. So now, what will I do? Because I actually don't need to like actually now we don't have like an area of effect thing. It's just our base spell. Say build tennis, my computer is computing that. And that one guy say my PC is hot to the touch. It's frozen. Well, if it's frozen, I don't know, leave it there for a little while, and if it doesn't like go back to normal, like I guess maybe the folder's not like opening right or something. But were you able to open the project? And should I say area of effect? Yeah, so like a radius. Yeah, so for example, in we had both the lightning spell and the ice bomb work with an area of effect, and I can show you how the area looks in the ice one because we still have that one working as a like an ice spell or like an area of effect spell. So here, this is how it works. It's just not only damaging the who it collides with, but it also has like an area, you know? So in that area, I'm applying status effects and damaging, you know? So that's it. I had the chain lightning work that way before, but now I change it to be this way. And basically what I want to do with this one is I'm gonna make that when these guys are electrified, they are gonna be shocked for a little while, so they're gonna stay like that. But also, I will make that any when you hit an enemy that is shocked, like probably like damage surrounding enemies that are also shocked, or I'll see. And that one guy say, Roman, please share some RAM. The PC is hot, but the app is frozen. It won't respond. You say, I use Mac. That doesn't work. Yeah, press Alt F4. It will speed it up. Yeah, that will work. If you press Alt F4, it will speed the computer up because you're gonna close the app. All right. So now that we have our spell working without the area thingy, let's see. when a chucked enemy is attacked, it deals. And since we're doing this, why not rebalancing the other spells too? Use CMDQ. And should I say so? The area does the effects, but not yet all you want. So it was working that way for the electricity one, but I want to work. I want to change the way basically the behavior that happens when a enemy is shocked when it's electrified. So yeah, I'm no longer going to make it have an area. It's just going to make that the surrounding enemies when yeah, if you electrify, let's put this situation. If you fire an electricity spell towards an enemy, the enemy will get electrified. While he is electrified, if you damage him again, he's gonna damage surrounding enemies. And Cheese is here, says hello, I came to cook. What's up? Welcome to the stream. What's up, Cheese? Yeah, so that's it. You're gonna make some cookies, that one guy? Alrighty. Okay. So chucked enemy. We can just see who is chucked by going into the health script of it. And also, I have to bring this back to what it was. This should be fine, right? Should be fine, right? All right. So now I'm just gonna save this and let's go to the health script because that's where statuses are being applied. Let's go to our health, and we're gonna need to like open the health scripts on multiple things because we have our normal health, we have our enemy health, we have our flying enemy health, and we have our this is the health bar. We don't care about the health bar. We have the big guy health, and I just want to open everything so I can like find errors quickly. I don't think we're gonna be using or we're gonna be doing changes on all of them, but I just want to see. On should I say, Roman, have you considered using a drawing board app for illustrating your ideas and fixes on stream? No, actually, I haven't. I could. Yeah, I should probably. And Godfather, you say, Roman, which god do you believe? I don't believe in any god. I'm okay if people believe in whatever god. Like I don't really have anything against religion. I just don't believe in any god. Well, I do that sometimes, but it's not like a conscious thing. Like it's just like I've pulled the drawing app, but it's not something that I like generally do. It's just when I want to when I want to specifically demonstrate something visually, I do that. But it's not something that is like part of what I do like every single time, you know? Okay. So over here on every single health script, I have over here something called apply status effect. And that basically takes care of applying any status effect. So over here, basically I check if there's a status effect with the same type, and if there is, I find the particle. Well, I remove the previous effect, and I add the status effect again. So whatever we had before, I'm just gonna remove. And if I have a particle that it carries the same element type, I'm going to update the time, and that's it. Otherwise, I'll have to like create it. So what do I want to do specifically? I want to do add electricity status, and I have this thing add status, which is gonna handle all the adding, and I have this thing removing status, which is gonna handle all the removing. So I can just go add or remove with an element, and I'm gonna um, and it's gonna take care of it. So now I'm just gonna modify what the add electricity status does. And here remove electricity status. So on any enemy, yeah, I could just do enemy health. So on enemy health, it's probably gonna be like the place where I'm gonna be like doing most of the changes. And Godfather, you say your work in progress is slow. I think we need Flash. Yeah, especially on stream, it is slow, and especially on this stream, it has been so slow because we got stuck on something. Uh, but it's to be expected. It is to be expected. Uh, off off stream, I'm a little bit more like a little bit quicker, just because I'm not jumping all the time. Okay. So what do I want to actually have? I have a stunned variable, so I'm gonna search for stunned, and that's gonna be like communicating with the movement script. So for example, on the enemy health script, I have, yeah, add electricity status. What is that going to do? It's just going to add the whatever the base behavior is, which is currently nothing, and then if I do have an enemy movement script, if it's not null, I'm gonna set it to stun. So what is that actually doing? This is making that the it's basically telling the enemy you can no longer move. No cheese ball. I don't want to be turned into cheesecake again. Have flashbacks. All right. So what I wanted to do is like basically having two. Um, I'm gonna have a stun timer probably. So here, over here, stunned. Let's do. Well, we won't have control over. We won't have control over how long the stun gets applied. To be honest, like we should need to. Yeah, we would need to have on the spell data defined how long it's gonna last, the the secondary thingy, the secondary effect. And Huda, you say game dev in Latin America is like a blue moon. Do you know any notable game devs in Latin America? Um, I know like there's like just one game that came out of Chile specifically that is good. I don't remember the name. I think Chile had the prize. It won a prize 1 year for the worst game made in that year. So I think I think it's not there are not many good games um here, but Latin America I've seen some. I've seen some pretty good games. Um, I think in Brazil, um, Brazil has developers, like game developers, that have pushed stuff out that is great. Um, which other country? Argentina probably. I don't know. Who else? What other country? Yeah, I don't think game dev in Latin America is super huge, but there are some game devs, some pretty good game devs. Um, okay, so for now, I'm just gonna make this be like hard coded. So over here. I'll just do protected, floats, stunned, stunned, timer, and I could have a stun time. Yeah, I'm just gonna replace this later. So protected, float, stunned, time. So this one is gonna be like 2 seconds. That one guy is say, "Don't worry, Roman. If someone leaves a negative review, I'll hack their account and make it positive." Awesome. That's the spirit. And Hidaya say, Godot was made by Argentinians. Yeah, that's a good example of good software uh coming from Latin America. But in terms of games, I'm not aware. Maybe, probably there should be a lot of games coming from Latin America that are good. I just whenever I check a game, I don't really check where it's from. I just know that in Chile in particular, there's not like a lot of game dev culture or anything related. Okay, so here set stunned. I'm gonna set the value. And if the value is true, if the value if value is true, I'm just gonna say stunned timer equals stunned time, and yeah, that's it. Like setting that there, and I also need to do a check every. Do I have an update over here? Yeah, I have a fixed update, so I can do it over here. I'll do um if stunned. I'm gonna do stunned timer minus minus or minus equals time that fixed delta time, and if the stunned timer is less or equal to 0, I'm gonna say, well, then make stun be false. So here stunned equals false. So that's gonna separate our functionality for the effect itself and the stunning part. And Virtenis, you say, Roman, do you play Minecraft? Like not, I don't play Minecraft usually, like habitually, but I always come back to Minecraft. Like I started playing when I was like super young when it first came out, like 2013, and since then I haven't like stopped playing it until like 2019, and like once a year or twice a year I come back to play it again. Yeah, Roman is procrastinating on that by doing filthy important game dev. And Hidaya say Roman might be the notch of Chile. Yeah, I don't know about that. There are some game devs out here. It's just that compared to other countries, like we have like barely no one here. And Godfather says, "Okay, bye, man. Well, it was a pleasure having you here, Godfather. Happy birthday again, and I'll see you next time. Bye, bye. Take care." And yeah, I'm not procrastinating on the main menu. I don't think it's necessary now. And Hidayu say, when I was younger, I played Minecraft very legally. Um, I pirated it. Like I pirated Minecraft and play it. It was like the first game that well, I asked my brother to do it because I didn't know how to, like I didn't know my way around the internet back then. Uh, But yeah, then I eventually like got a version, and I got it for mobile. Um, but yeah, I would say like a lot of people have pirated Minecraft before. I'm not suggesting to do it, but it's a fact. Admitting it in live is crazy. Yeah, they enforce piracy, but for legal reasons, this is a joke. So yeah, but it's like normal when you're a child, or when you don't have like any money at all. Like that's the way I got the games before, you know. But once I got a little bit of money and I was adult, I eventually started like just buying all the games that I played pirated. I don't have all the games that I played pirated, but whenever I find like new ones, now that I'm an adult, I try to like buy them. Like I haven't pirated anything in like years, but I don't play as much either. Okay. So over here, enemy health. Yeah, it's basically going to remain the same over here. Just set stun, but under here, I have to have uh, a stunned thingy. So when I apply the status, I'll say when I yeah enemy health, when I receive the damage. Mm, yeah, when I receive the damage, I'm gonna have like extra functionality for like electricity. So let's do protected virtual void electricity, like that, and we're gonna leave it empty for now. And it's throwing me an error. Why? Why is it throwing errors? Oh, because of the semicolon. Okay, so over here, when I apply a status, and cheese, you say I pirated only once in my life, only because triple A studios are so greedy. Nick, you say, well, enforce. In here, they enforce it by slapping a fine if it's revealed in legal places, legally conscious, like companies that are under investigation or something. And cheese, you say, I mean, how can you try to sell a game for over $50? Yeah, I don't know. Like, I just take the stance of the guys from Ultra Kill. Nicky say, because every game is the game of all time. Surely. Must be. Imagine pirating Minecraft and going to jail and an inmate ask you what you got here. What got you here? That would be crazy. And Bill Tennis, you say, do you play Satisfactory? As I said, I don't really play a lot. The last thing I played was Schedule 1, and I'm trying to convince my brother to play with me. But I also want to try it and like playing Minecraft in the community server because I haven't like checked it out or anything. And yeah, about Satisfactory, I have played Satisfactory before. It's pretty nice, pretty good. Um, Okay, gets expire space, remove old states. I just want to have a here on received damage. I want to check for like for states. So I'll do a state check or a states check. So here, do I'll do private or protected virtual void applied states check. and I'll do a switch for the elements. So it's gonna be status effect. So status effect, and I'll get it here. Status effect, or rather, no. I'm just gonna. Yeah, the switch is not going to work here because I need to check for every single one of them. So basically, if the active status effect contains status effect, or well, not contains, because it's gonna be, it will contain it because it needs to contain every single um, status effect. But I'm just gonna check for basically electricity. So here, status effect dot electricity, or rather, let's see what you have over here. Yeah, we have active status effect. So I'll have to like filter for to get the type probably. So I'll do check. Yeah, so over here I'll do a 4. And Sid says good. What's up, Sid? Welcome to the stream. How's it going? So yeah, I'll do a 4 for every active status effect that we have. Um, yeah, active status effect. Yeah, I'm gonna do a 4. Int I equals 0. I is less than active status effects that length or that count. I'm gonna do I plus plus. And Cheese, you say I'm gambling so much. Stream avatars ignore me 50% of the time. Yeah, that's the limiting factor. Otherwise, if all of those gambles went through, I don't know what would happen. They need to stop you some way. Uh okay, so I need to check for let's do this. So active status effects I, and this is a list, so I can get the I can get it this way. So yeah, let's go over here. So yeah, I get this one, and I basically ask it what is the element. So if, or I'll do a switch over it. Status effect dot um well, item 1 dot element, because I could do element or get type. But if I let me go to the definition of status effect. Go to the definition. I have the element, damage per seconds. All right, so it's just gonna be element. Most of them did. Well, nice. Did they get into a queue or something, or they just go through? Okay, let's go over here, and yeah, we're checking the element if and we're doing a switch. So in the switch, we are gonna do basically if the element or case element dot electricity break, and we're gonna do basically anything that's on electricity. So electricity that way. Cheese, you say sometimes they go through, and sometimes they don't. For example, this time it didn't. Well, what I would expect is like getting it into a queue, but if you have like hundreds of them, I don't know how many we'll go through. Yeah. All right. So yeah, now we need to put something in electricity so something happens, and that thing will be basically damaging. I could, yeah, I'm just gonna start making that is gonna damage whatever other entity is surrounding it in an area. So over here, let's go to enemy health, and over here we need to basically override electricity. Yeah, we need to override electricity. Or you know what? I think, mm, well, what I just did about setting the stun timer and whatever, I'm not sure if we're gonna use it, but what I'll do is I'm just gonna do over here on health. I just have to like make sure I implement that. So let's do enemy health, and over here I'm just gonna do protected, override, void, electricity. So this is gonna be my base behavior, and I'm just gonna keep the base of electricity. And should I just say, by the way, what music do you like? Um, I like mainly electronic music. It depends a lot of what I'm doing, and yeah, mainly like the mood I'm in. If I go, I don't know, a party or dancing, I prefer like just electronic music, mainly no lyrics. I don't really like music with lyrics. Um, I like jazz. You say I listen to K-pop, hardcore metal. Awesome, awesome. And yeah, I listen to a lot of stuff. Recently, recently I've been in my D&B era. Do you like D&B? You know what it is? Like drum and bass? Okay, so electricity. And that one guy you say indie pop is so good. It's mostly instrumental. So peak. Indie pop. Yeah, it's great. Indie music in general, I like it too. Right, so over here, let's see. We are gonna do a sphere cast. So physics. The same we're doing on the AOE one. Let's go over here. Let's open the AOE, the area of effect one. DMB, where we go to figure out our vehicular issues? No, no, no. I don't like going there. It's B and B, like drum and bass. B and B. Uh like this. Right. So let's see. Over here, I just want to like basically do the physics overlap. Let's do this. Just gonna steal that line. That one guy you say I should have softened the butter. Man, it is hard. You put butter in your. Oh, okay, yeah. Dude, I'm just thinking about when I think about butter. Now I'm thinking about peanut butter. So I thought you put peanut butter on the cookies, which wouldn't be like a crazy idea, but I haven't tried it. So how did the cookies came along? Are they good? Okay, so over here, I'm just gonna do mm, I'll just do a header element or status status related stuff. So here I'll just do serialize field private float on it's gonna be electricity mm, effect radius. And should I say, oh, gotcha? Yeah, not DMV. I wouldn't like to go there either. Okay, so here there we're gonna need a radius over here. Yeah, we need radius. So we're just gonna use the electricity effect radius. And at the beginning, I'm just gonna make it be what could it be? I think it could be something like 4 or no, because the radius if the radius is 4, then the whole thing is gonna be like 8 in diameter. So I'll just do 1 maybe or well 2 so that way the diameter is 4. I think so. So I'll do 4 int I equals 0. I is less than colliders dot length I plus plus. And here if since this is coming from the enemy, if colliders dot well this is a collider, so compare tag colliders I dot compare tag is enemy, because I want to like just damage the enemy, not every single thing out there. I'm just gonna try to if I'll try to store the health thingy, so the health script equals null. And if well, first try to assign it, so health script equals colliders dot well, it's gonna be health dot get, or there was something in health that worked for like finding it. Yeah, find health component. So here health find health component. And the problem with this really would be if I have multiple colliders on the same entity, it would damage the entity multiple times. And here I say I had come to the conclusion that all Latin Americans listen to reggaeton, but not really. I shouldn't assume that. Well, reggaeton is popular here. I don't really like it at all, at all. Um, it's one of those genres that I don't really like, but it's pretty popular. Like most people here would say they like it, I think. Okay, find health component, and I want to get the collider. And what do I have to pass over here? I have to pass a transform, so it's gonna be collider to transform. And I guess I should. Yeah, I think that's it. Let's do collider, I, transform, and I'm just gonna put a warning over here. If or enemies with multiple colliders will get affected as many times as the colliders they, that are in range. Okay, so if health script is not null, then what do I want to do? I basically want to do health script that receive damage, basically receive damage, and how much damage should I do? Because it depends on the status effect of electricity. So I guess I should go to health when I'm calling the electricity and like assign it, you know? So where am I checking for this? Let's do check. Yeah, here. So instead of just calling this like that, I need to do mm, I could do like a whole spell, you know? But the thing is, um, or I could do like a whole status effect, but I don't know. I don't really know. And Mohammed, you say hi again. What's up, Mohammed? Welcome to the stream. How is it going? So the thing is, I could easily apply another status, but the thing is, where do I get the damage that I'm going to deal from? Because that normally comes from a spell. And Mohammed, you say, am I good at pixel art? I don't know what you sent. I really liked it. And Nick is over here too, betting. Um, yeah. So where could I get it from? I guess I could just assign it and like what is the damage? Like a predefined damage for everyone that gets attacked by electricity. And Hidayu say, I have a nagging suspicion that non-reggaeton listeners tend to be interested into being more intellectual. No hate, just my opinion. Um, I guess you could generalize, and in that generalization, maybe you would be right, but I don't really know. I don't really know, and you there's always like edge cases all the time, or like you would be surprised. And Mohammed, you say for the challenge. Yeah, I did. I did see what you sent over there, Mohammed. I did like it. I think it was pretty nice. Nick, you say I don't know what that is, so I guess I don't have intelligence. Fair. I'm fine with that. It said the opposite. Like non-listeners, uh, tend to be more intellectual. So you would be intelligent, or like, um, into being intellectual. I don't know. I think like people have like very different likes. They could like whatever, and that doesn't mean like anything about their intelligence. So I don't mean intelligence as like not being smart, but stuff like more intellectual as being curious to learn more about academia, school subjects, etc. Um, could be like in certain. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. That one guy is saying, how well do you know your fans, Roman? Guess who this is? Nick Wasney. Who is that? It is Nick. And Nick, you say, oh, I missed the nun, man. Can I give you my dyslexia for a day or two? Yeah, sure. Pass it my way. Should I say like being ghetto? Not necessarily. It's like maybe at the beginning it was like that, like associated um mm, with certain like cultures inside society, Latin societies. But now it's like more mainstream. Like reggaeton is super mainstream, at least over here. Okay, so health script received damage, and I need to pass either a spell or like just damage. So mm, I would need to have the spell the inside here to pass it. I think this is like gonna be super complicated. Or I could just do, let's say, a random number just to try this out. And I'm just gonna put a warning over here for me. Don't hardcode this. Don't hardcode this. And over here, I'll grab the same health script. And I'll say apply status effect, and I'll tell it to apply the elements. Or how does this work? It's a status effect, so it's gonna be, well, I can pass a status effect, I guess. I know what it's gonna be, but I can just pass it. A status effect. Status effect. And over here, I'll just use status effect. And yeah, so over here in health, I would need to declare that. So here, status effect, and that will throw me an error here, and I'll need to tell it exactly what status effect I want. So it's gonna be the active status effects I item 1, because that's my actual status effect. So I guess that will work. Base electricity status effect, that's it. Let's try it out. So now surrounding, yeah, whoever is surrounding an electrified, yeah, whoever is surrounding an electrified enemy is gonna like get damage probably, and also get shocked. And Hida, you say, do you know what ghetto is? Yeah, I know what ghettos are. And I might be wrong about my assumption. Never mind, I will listen to reggaeton and see if I can't code anymore. A scientific experiment and publish it. Okay. And like just for that time, so I can pretend I can read. And Bilton, you say, what is pirate code? Pirate code? I don't know what pirate code means or what refers to. I know pirating is like getting downloading stuff illegally. So I guess maybe you stole some code, could be. And Sirat Sirat Mirsasinar, I hope I'm not butchering your name, says hi. What's up, Sirat? Welcome to the stream. How's it going? And Nick, you say reggaeton is a vibe. Sounds like every radio music I ever listened to. Yeah, very very radio musicy. At least here, like there's always reggaeton in some radios. Okay, this guy's electrified. This guy's electrified. I want to know. And well, it's gonna be like super hard to like tell, you know, because I need to first Well, let's do this way. I'm gonna go over here on the timer, on the electricity timer, or maybe it's on enemy movement probably. Yeah, on stun timer or stun time, I'm gonna make it something like 4, something massive. Need you say I don't know why. This is just the music that I always that's always in the radio somehow. Nobody understands it. Everyone vibes to it. Yeah, I'm not a big fan, but I know a lot of people like it. And for example, whenever whenever you go to a party here, like a regular like party, a lot of people listen to reggaeton, and like that's the standard. I'm not a big fan though. And the scratcher code, do you say I can master programming in the summer vacation in 3 months? Master is very hard thing to do. Not just in a month. Like to master something, I think you need like years. You can get very good at it in 3 months. You can get very very good and do a lot of progress. But mastering it, I wouldn't say so. You can get like super super far in 3 months. So I would suggest you do it anyway. But mastering takes more time and like effort. Should I say sounds like great music then? Yeah, I'm not saying reggaeton is bad. I just say it's not to my like. And need to say very vibe music. I like music with lyrics. I don't know. I like singing. Everyone in my vicinity hates me or hates when I listen to music because it sounds like I'm doing karaoke for hours and end. Well, that's great. Singing, that's great. Yeah, I know you're Mohammed, by the way. You say you're Mohammed, by the way. I know you are Scratcher Codes. So, uh, whenever I see you Scratcher Codes there, I just like tell you or say to you Scratcher Codes. But I know you're Mohammed, and that one guy say pop music is super popular here. I like indie pop because it's chill, even though I'm an extrovert. True. How did this go from music to people? How did it go from music to people who listen to reggaeton and are less intelligent? Uh, I don't know. Weird assumption. Or okay. So stunt time is gonna be set to 4, and I need to go on here on the enemy thingy. I'm just gonna alter the radius. And Nick you say reggaeton is vibes, and vibes are at parties, so I guess it makes sense. But depending on the party that you go, like I'm just a suggestion. I don't know. But I really like electronic music for dancing, like especially like house music. That's my style. That's my vibe. That's what I like. When I go to parties, which is not very often. Okay, so I want to go for. I just want to modify the enemies. So over here on each enemy, I guess I'm just going to do it for every single one of them. So flying enemies and everything. I'm just gonna go to their to their health script. It's gonna work a little bit different, but let's just do the humanoid ones. Let's just do the humanoid enemies. Mm, yeah, over here on enemy health, the radius is gonna be larger. So let's do 4. And here you say, it's an assumption I don't take part in anymore, as I have been listening to Bad Bunny this entire conversation now. Yeah, Bad Bunny is like, isn't Bad Bunny the most listened to artist right now? And he does, well, he doesn't do only reggaeton, he does like Latin music. Which, yeah, reggaeton is a part of, but it's not the only thing that he does, I think. Yeah, I want to try the chain lighting. And that one guy say, do people eat cookie dough like me, or am I weird? It's good though. Cookie dough slaps. You don't know how much cookie dough slaps. Uh, yeah, I don't know about other people, but I support you in your decision of eating the cookie dough. And Nikki say, for dancing, sure, it's cool. Even though I can't do it for shit. I'm thinking of those where you just drink and have fun. Talking about BS. And Hidaya say, we can spark some peculiar conversations sometimes, even when the main topic is game dev. Yeah, for sure. There are some varied topics over here. And that one guy you say, also, I would not think of you as a guy who goes to parties. You seem so introverted. No hate. Um, is that to me or to Nick? You say, yeah, I wouldn't say being extroverted, or sorry, being introverted is an insult or anything. It's like just is or not. Oh, yo, you, Roman. Um, yeah, I wouldn't take it as an insult. I'm generally pretty social. I'm pretty like I do like to jab a lot with people, and like more than jabbing, I'm not that jabby in real person. Like in real life, I'm not that jabby. I do like to like hear other people a lot, not really talk myself. But I like to be like there, you know. Okay, so I think this is working. The thing is, even though it's working, I don't know if this is the best functionality that we could have for our electricity. Because now on an area, it is like freezing or stunning the entities. But I don't know, because I was trying to make it that when the guy is stunned or when the entity is stunned, it should damage the others. But I need to like have visuals, and I'm not sure if this is how I want the spell to work, to be honest. Should I say, is it it's okay to be introverted? Introverted are just different kind of socializing. Yeah, it's nothing against introverted or extroverted people. Like uh it's just is. Nick, you say I don't usually go to parties. I'm the one who's behind the machinery on any party with 3 laptops hooked up to one speaker, DJing, if you will. Well, that's awesome. That's very cool. Depending on the type of party too, like I do like to dance a lot, especially like in when there's music that I actually like. But I don't know. I guess I would understand. Like I'm pretty like introverted when I'm here, like in my home. I don't go all that much. Like I don't go out all that much. Um, so I have my like my times. When I do go out, I'm not as introverted as I may seem over here. The further I get into game dev, the more I'm introverting. It's just that when you find something that's like super cool, like you get sucked into it. So all of the other parts of your well, for me, has been like this. Like all of the other parts of your life are less present because you're like doing more of just one thing. But that doesn't mean that you don't do other things or you don't have other hobbies. Which I, well, I'm the example of someone that doesn't have any hobbies apart from this. But um, I think you like yeah. Even though I am the perfect example of someone that doesn't do anything else about apart from this on gaming. Um, I do stuff from time to time, you know. And that one guy, well, yeah, that's the other message. Hyundai, you say, I don't understand why all the chicks run away when I play Halo 3 full OST extended 3 hours at parties. Don't know. I don't really know. Um, Alrighty, so it is working, but to be honest, I think, to be honest, I think I am going to like think more about how I want this. I'll probably like do some thinking off stream of how I want the chain lightning to work because I did make it work the way I wanted it to work, but I don't know. Still, I think it sucks. Um, so I have to think of a way of making it better. So for now, I'm just gonna leave this task be, and I'm gonna do the spells rebalancing. Maybe we're gonna switch to the new input system. So I'm just gonna delete everything. Yeah, that's sometimes that just happens sometimes. Like you just try stuff, it's working, but it's not fun. So I'm just gonna discard all the changes and it's not lost. We just gained experience of what's not working. Reload. Okay. So, spell rebalancing. This should be a pretty easy one. Okay, make the healing spell heal more. That's a very, very easy one. Let's do this over here. Nick, you say, so what is not working? No, it was working. It just sucked. Like it was working the way I intended it to work, but I think I would have had to add more visuals, and also I don't know how rewarding it would be to use the electricity spell. So I need to think a way to have states for the different elements that are like unique enough. And I also probably like I'll need to when I do like the roadmap of everything, I will like come up with all of the elements that will be in the game. And when I have all the elements, then I can like start thinking about what each element will do, so they are unique enough and they complement each other. And Ravioli is here, says, hey, I'm back. What's up, Ravioli? Welcome to the stream. And Hidaya say, I'm not lost. We just gained experience of what's not working. Yeah, that is it. But for real, that's a good quote. See, I don't know why everyone falls asleep to my 7 minute super slow song. I don't know. The Halo OST. Well, all of the Halos OSTs are fire. We'll use the 6-7. Do you see Banana Man? And Ravioli, you say likes. 11 likes. Oh, thank you for the like, Ravioli. Appreciate it. Um, okay, so let's go to the health, to the health spell. And in here on the spell data, let's go over here, mana regen spell. So now the regen spell is healing us. I guess the damage is what counts here, right? So if I go over here, and I'm gonna lose a little bit of health. Is there any other like method to lose more health? I don't think so. Because otherwise, like I would have to go and fight enemies. But what I want to do is basically try how much health do I gain, and let's see if I do 50, for example, on damage. Will this make me gain more? Let's say I put this to 100 or something, so I can like clearly tell the difference. I should be, yeah, with this health, I should be able to like tell. No, damage is not actually like doing anything. It's just it should be somewhere else. Somewhere else. I don't know where exactly. And Ravioli, you say, how's the game going? It's going great. Great. Today we haven't done much, like at all. But we tried to do a rework of the electricity spell, which didn't really work that well. So yeah, and also today, if before the stream, I did work on the boss, which I can. Well, I'm not going to be able to show you now, or well, yeah. Let me show you. Let me show you. So over here, if I go to the manager, wave manager, and I put this to that, yeah, yeah. So now the boss, and where is it? I think it's on the snow area. So the boss now has a little bit of a different behavior. Instead of just having the animation set up for the attacks and then waiting a little bit and then attacking, what it does is basically does a slower setup, and as soon as he finishes the setup, he attacks. So you can have time to dash, like you actually know when he's about to attack, and that's for all of his attacks. So it's easier to like tell when he's about to attack you. And yeah, the trail didn't want to. The trail is not working very well because I still have to like assign which path is gonna use for pathfinding, because currently it's using the big boy pathfinding, which is big boy is a chunky guy, so he can't go in the same paths as me or the other players or the other humanoid enemies. And Ravioli, you say, yo, the animation is sick, dude. Well, thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, now we're just rebalancing stuff, already existing stuff. We are just taking the values. So I am actually curious about how I'm using the healing spell, because if I go to maybe spell, it's not spell AoE. It's probably gonna be on spell casting or somewhere. On the player probably. So player spellcasting. Player spellcasting. I have here for like special or like trigger spells. I have a method or a function for their behavior. Yeah, handle trigger spells. So here, health regen spell. I just do a spell data. I just pass spell data. So it's gonna be heal, spell data, damage. So it is according to the damage. The damage should whatever is in the damage of that spell should heal me. So I don't know why it's not really healing me. And Nick, you say, are you planning to fix the gray ball on balanced graphics? Um, I'll see, because the thing is, I could make it be like remove the shader and put another shader for potato graphics, or I'm not sure if I'll use it. I'm not sure if I'll use that shader when I have like the open world thing. And Ravioli, you say, how's your day going? Um, it's doing good. I'm doing good. For I haven't had like much problems apart from internet today, so I'm doing fine. And you say, bro, is logged in. Yeah, I was logged in, just trying to figure out where I had the health regeneration functionality. And how's your day going, Ravioli? Okay, so here I'm just gonna like exaggerate this more. Exaggerate the value more. So if I go to the mana regen spell, which is 102 ID, I should be able to like, let's do 1000 or something. Because it seems to me like it's pretty weird. This is the first time I've had this happen to me before. First time. And Ravioli, you say, good. Glad you're is too. Well, thank you. Thank you. You say the thing didn't hit. Maybe, yeah, I want to actually try to recreate that again. Maybe because this may not be like valid space. So yeah, maybe then. No, still no. Yeah, I don't know how it happened. Okay, so I'm just trying to lose health. And I can help myself with the fall recovery. I can set how much, what's the penalty, the damage penalty for each fall. So let's do 50. And now if I do the healing spell, it is very low. Yeah, so maybe there's somewhere else that I'm changing that, because it says spell data damage, and on the spell data, you can see on the healing spell. Oh, because it's the mana regen spell. I set it to 20. It was set to 26. Now I go to healing spell. That's the one. That's the one. So I can do something like maybe 30 will be fine. 30 will be fine. So when I do this, it's gonna be like twice what it was before, because it was set to 15. Let's go on the player and let's do falling penalty of 70. So I'm losing a lot. I think twice will be more, so it will be fine, because you can do like three heals back to back, and you're basically getting very close to full health. And Cheesy say, Roman, I shared the last work in progress for this competition. Let me check. I'm actually thrilled. Thrilled to see. Uh let me see on share work in progress. Oh, and there's more stuff here too. It matches the Lego theme. Very romantic. There's no stamp yet. Gotta buy the DLC. Okay, let me see what you were. Oh, nice. Absolute cinema. Very, very nice. Very, very close to the the big boy over here. Just yours is like it's more realistic on the shoulders and the foot. Very, very nice. There's a heart going on here. Um, I want to see how you're gonna put it together. I'm actually very, very curious. I want to see, but it's looking very nice, dude. Like, good job. I know you're yet to finish the like yet to set up the finished scene, but dude, very good job. And Ravioli, you say, how are you alive with like 0 HP? It's because I set it to like I basically can't die in the version of the game I have because I'm testing multiple stuff all the time. So I basically set it so I can't die. And Ravioli, you say, gotta go in like 5 minutes. It's dinner time in Portugal. Well, thank you for joining, and I'll see you next time. Okay, enjoy the dinner. Should I say, imagine a forge or builder editor for this Gotti? A forge or builder editor. So, um, when you say forge, it's um, like you're building weapons. You're building your own weapons. And Cheese, you say stone. Yeah, it's only animating now and editing. Well, awesome, awesome. Yeah, that's why I can die. Nick, you say, oh yeah, I should eat too. I'm not living though. Alrighty. They should die. Lovely. Yeah, very, very nice. I want to see the final product. You have been working on it for like 4 days now, dude. I should be like you. I haven't started mine. Yeah, I'm not living. Like I like fabric more than ore. It has cooler modes. Oh, you're talking about like Minecraft modding? So I want to get damaged by him. And the thing is, maybe the fight is gonna be like super easy now that you can heal that much. Maybe I need to like make it super expensive to cast, but it gives you more more health. So over here under healing spell, let's do mana cost of 50. It's gonna take like half of your mana away. Should I say I meant like map making to let players build their own, but that doesn't matter right now for the game. Yeah, I don't know because I think probably modders can like add new maps. I don't know, Nick. You're the guy. Um, would it be like easy to add or to make maps for a game like this? And Ravioli say, did love your stream. Sat, I gotta go. See you later, amazing streamer. Well, thank you very much for the kind words. And no worries, no worries. I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Take care. And you say, well, well, I guess not then. Okay, so if I do the healing spell, it's gonna take my mana away, like most of it. and I could regenerate it. But yeah, I think that's gonna be a little bit more fair for for you, so you don't constantly heal during the the battle, you know? Or maybe I could take the Dark Souls approach, where you can't kill where you have your flasks, your potions. So that would like limit you. Like you can spam them until you don't have any more. And did I say it's called scope creeping? When you want to add stuff without fixing the core issues, I just like the thought. Um, yeah, no, I'm not going to go into scope creep because like I first need to like do the how do you call this thing again? Yeah, the roadmap of basically all the things that I want to have at the end stage of the game, and how long do I think I'm gonna take to implement all of this stuff. So when I do the roadmap, I probably will could cut a lot of things, and I'll make sure that I like can't finish this, because it would be a shame that we have a pretty cool game but it's never gonna come out because I don't have I wasn't able to finish it because of time. And I'm not saying you are. Yeah, but still, it's better to be careful. Better to be careful with scope creeping, because that can literally kill the project. And Nick, you say, since it's Unity Snapmatch, we need to recreate the Snapmatch setup you have in a separate project and export it as an asset. Like you need to bake it yourself, unless I made like a thing that bakes it by itself. Say, I'm lagging badly. Um, well, I think it's on your end, maybe this time, because I don't see anything in here pointing me towards a lag. But yeah, so it would be annoying unless I make like pulls. Well, if this game, when I launch this game, if it is very good, if it does very good, I can like easily spend like another year working on it. If it's if it does well, you know, because the constraint here is mainly money. You know, like I live with my parents and I need to like provide like support them and financially. Like they are not going to like they are supporting me, but I want to support them back. So yeah. And Nick, you say lethal company bakes the map match every time you land on a moon. So I'm guessing it's not that hard, but still annoying because you need to tweak the map after exporting it. Um, well, I could do that so you don't have to do it yourself. So I could do that on the beginning of the game. I could do the baking, you know, so you don't have to bake it yourself, but you still like need to do the map and whatever. Would that work? Does that make sense? Okay, what's next? Decrease the damage of the ice spell. Yeah, the ice spell is no longer gonna be that. Um, it's not going to deal as much damage. So on the ice ice bomb, let's do a damage of, let's say, we're gonna do 0, like literally 0. But on the impact, that's what we care about. So we're gonna keep the we're gonna do like 5. We're gonna do like 5. And the mana cost, I think that's fine. And Need you say that requires research. Sorry. First, I'll need to try doing that myself and actually check if it's that bad. Because I could just make an API for Wizard Game. Um, well, if you like to try that, but yeah. And IPRNT, you say, what game you make, boy? What's up, IPRNT? Welcome to the stream. You say, bro, talking to a wall. We are on the horizontal stream, so you probably are on the vertical stream. That's why you are the only one there. But if you want to go to the stream that we are on, you can go to the pinned comment, and you'll be able to join the horizontal stream where you'll get to see better layout, and you're also going to get avatar showing up with your name. So you say, what game am I making? I'm making this game here where you are wizard, and what you have to do is basically go into these zones that are going to show up, and some enemies are going to appear. So what you have to do is do some arrow combinations to select multiple spells that you can like use against enemies. And this is the boss of the game. We have other enemies, but this is the boss that we just recently added last week. And this guy is immune to everything but the... He's immune to everything but the ice bomb, or at least the snow things, the freezing status effect. And I know why this guy's getting damaged more. It's because he has multiple colliders, so they are getting picked up each to being dealt a lot of damage. Yeah, at that point I would be dead. But I think it's probably like more fair now. That battle is more fair now. Should I say the wizard's name should be Pedro? Or maybe the boss name should be Pedro because Pedro comes from the rock or piedra in Latin, hey? Yeah, it's a fitting name for the boss, but the boss is a pretty big boy, and you'll have to fight the whole community to change it. And you say I'll probably make an API for spell adding anyway. Well, if I can help you with that, or if I can make things easier for you, let me know how. So it's easier to mod the game that way. Okay. And that one guy you say images. Let me see images. What's going on in images? Say, oh, cookie. They look delicious to me. I don't know. I've never done cookies before, like myself. Um, but they seem fine. Say after I made the cookies. Dude, why? What are the cookies supposed to be like? They should be chunkier. They are a little bit flat, but are they good? They're two-dimensional. Yeah, they're flat, but they should be fine anyway, right? Yeah, they're fine, so. Dude, that way you can enjoy the cookies more. Because if you have chunkier cookies, you have less of them. You know? Big brain moment. And you say the renderer needs to be rebaked in cycles. For the game or what? Okay. So let's see what I was doing. What was I doing? Decrease the damage of the ice spell. So yeah, I'm just going to make it deal like way less damage. Let's go for. Let's try to use it on regular enemies, and we'll have to go into the wave manager, and over here 3 to 5 waves. Oh, the cookies. Yeah, you need to set the render mode to cycles. Okay. Now that we're here, let's try the ice bomb. And where are the enemies? Yeah, here. Yeah, so I barely do any damage now. It's not overpowered now. I guess not as much anymore. So it's harder to kill enemies this way. You can still kill them this way, but it's harder, you know? So now it makes more sense that you would use the ice bomb, and later you use another spell that allows you to capitalize on them being slowed down. You know? Okay, let's see. Yeah, everything else works fine, so let's continue. We have decreased the damage of the ice spell, so now they are like the only thing that really deals damage is the if it's the area itself, not the impact, and increase the charges and duration of the lightning spell. Okay, so for this one, it's actually pretty simple too. We just go to the chain lighting. Show the medium chalk. Yeah, we need to go to the medium chalk, and let's say now it's 15 ticks, so that is 0.1 multiplied by 1 by 15 is 1.5. So we're gonna make it double the time. Let's do 30, so that's gonna be 3 seconds. And we're not going to have damage per second, it's just that. And now what else? Adding more like charges to it. So we go to the chain lighting, and over here our spell uses are gonna be like, we could do 8 or even 10. We could do 10. The damage is very light, like it barely do any damage. It barely does any damage, but I'll make it a little bit more than the ice spell, because the ice spell does 5. I'm gonna make it do 7. And YouTube channel Hello says, what this stream? We're just making a game over here. What's up? YouTube channel Hello, welcome to the stream. And Nikki say, I have notified the masses, Roman. You have about 20 hours until completion ends. Okay, I will after I do these changes, I'm gonna end the stream and I'm gonna start working on my submission, all right? So I can do something decent. And Hidai, you say the cookies had shadow size lowered in either. Might want to crank the number to make them tastier. Nick, you say, and I need to rush to a shop. Yeah, what are you looking for, Nick? And that one guy, you say, nah, this might be workbench. If you know, you know. Yeah, I'm making a game, YouTube channel. Hello, I'm making a game. That's what I'm making. And I'm just trying to. I'm just tweaking the numbers of the spells that we have. Okay, so this guy's gonna stay there stunned for 3 seconds now, which is like way more. Gives this spell way more power. it's kind of a little bit overpowered, I would say now, because you can basically make everyone now, like basically stop moving for a long time. Like 3 seconds is a long time. So I guess I'm not going to make the damage be that much, since we now have more charges too. And on the chain lightning impact, I'm also going to do the damage is gonna be, yeah, 5 is alright. 5 is alright. Ninja say dog has nothing to eat. I need a sausage, and he'll or he'll starve to death and then die. At least in his mind. Okay. Okay. I think this change is alright. We have 10 charges instead of the, I think we had like 5 before, or 6. I think it's fine. And can the enemies hit me if they're stunned? No. They can not hit me. So this makes this thing like way overpowered. I think I'll do like 2.5 seconds instead of 3. Because it might be too much. 3 full seconds of stopped. Let's do 2.5. So under chain lighting, we're gonna have it's really the effect. We're gonna change the medium chalk to 25, and that should make it be like last 2.5 seconds. Yeah, that one guy over in Discord. Okay, so let's just try it one more time, and I think I'll leave it here. Today was one of the slowest days, and one of the days that we had like less progress overall. But sometimes like days like this have to come. Sometimes. So it's better that it's now. So on another day, we're gonna make more progress. So tomorrow, we're gonna make more progress. Yeah, I think that's better. 2.5 seconds seems a little bit more fair. Because otherwise you can like just make everyone stunned. Like it's gonna be like pretty OP. Yeah, what a lovely community we have here. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. Okay. So I'm just gonna make these changes. Let's do this. The rebalancing. It's done. So let's go over here and spells rebalancing. So the healing spell heals more, but also but uses more mana than the ice bomb does less damage, and the chain lightning spell. The chain lightning spell provides more charges and stuns the enemies for longer. That's it. Commit 6 files to main, switch to origin, and we are done. So today I'm gonna leave it here, and I'm gonna work on the submission for the art contest, the not Halloween, the Valentine's art contest, and I'll see you tomorrow. All right. So bye bye. Thanks for. Let me change this thing, dude. Someone called me and like messed up my phone. There we go. So thank you for joining, guys. Really, really appreciate it. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Bye, Shirai. Bye, Nick. Bye, that one guy. I don't know if Cheese is still around, but bye, Cheese too.